Do you ever feel like you're being pulled in a million different directions? And I mean, juggling your career, raising your kids, and then suddenly you find yourself responsible for the care of your aging parents. If that sounds familiar to you, you are likely part of what is known as the sandwich generation. And let me tell you, you are definitely not alone. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jonah Dew, and today we're tackling a topic that's close to home for so many. It's this sandwich generation. It is a really tough spot to be in, but my goal is to provide some clarity and, more importantly, offer some real financial solutions. So just in case you don't know, what in the world exactly is the sandwich generation? At its core, it refers to adults, grown people, that are actively supporting their own children and their own aging parents. It's a demographic of people that faces really unique pressures. And I'm not just talking about financial pressures, but I'm also talking about time, energy, emotional well-being. In this video, I'm going to break down a few things. One, it's the key financial challenges facing this group. Two, we'll discuss the often overlooked issue of long-term care. And three, we'll explore some finance strategies that can provide some much needed relief and flexibility. So let's start by getting real about the numbers. The financial demands of the sandwich generation can be really staggering. Let me set the scene for you. You've got this ongoing costs of raising your children. So I'm talking about groceries and clothing and education and extracurricular activities. And of course, these costs continue to rise. Have you seen the price of eggs lately? Then layered on top of that, you've got maybe significant healthcare expenses for your parents. And let's not forget the time and energy it takes to deal with your children, just to turn around and be worried about mom or dad. To put some figures on that, according to the US Census Bureau, the average family spends $12,000 a year on child costs. And then healthcare costs have actually outpaced inflation for almost like 20 years in our country. And if I know anything, I'm pretty positive that's the definition of a double whammy. That puts a tremendous strain on the household budget. But it's not actually just direct costs like that add up. There are often indirect costs as well. So I'm talking about the lost productivity at work due to caregiving responsibilities. Now again, if you work for a big corporation or a company, that might not be a big deal, but if you own your own business or you're a plumber or an electrician, that's a huge deal. Increased stress levels that can impact your own health, and perhaps most significantly, now you have less time available for your own long-term financial planning. So let's address now what I'm gonna call the elephant in the room for the sandwich folks. It's long-term care. This is a major financial wildcard, and it's something that many families are woefully unprepared for. If you don't know, long-term care refers to the ongoing support needed by individuals who can no longer perform basic activities of daily living. They call them ADLs on their own. So this can include assistance with bathing or dressing or eating or getting up and out of bed or to the bathroom, that sort of thing. And the cost associated with this type of care is astronomical. Like seriously, I'm not joking. The reality is that the average cost of a nursing home is easily over $100,000. Every year. And those costs actually are projected to more than double in upcoming years because of all the baby boomers that are needing care and are getting to that age. It's this big financial burden that's just going to quickly deplete even this substantial amount of savings if you can save that much. And again, I'm not really just saying it's all about the money. The emotional toil on family members trying to manage their loved ones can be super immense. And that really brings us to the financial strategies that can provide powerful layers of financial flexibility and control for this generation. The first one I want to talk about is the infinite banking concept. Now, for those who are new to the concept, the infinite banking concept, or IBC, is a strategy that utilizes a specifically designed whole life insurance policy as a personal banking system. Essentially, you become your own banker. And here's how it can particularly be beneficial to those that are in this sandwiched generation. One of the key features of IBC is that you can access the cash value in your policy through policy loans. And this can provide a source of funds to address various financial needs. And I'm talking about home modifications for aging parents, to supplementing income if you need to reduce your work hours, all sorts of cool things. The second thing is it provides policy loans, and policy loans are generally tax-free, which can be a significant advantage compared to withdrawing funds from those traditional retirement accounts if you have to go get access to cash so you can pay for things like the nursing home. And here's a really crucial point. Your cash value actually continues to grow even when you're taking out those policy loans, which provides you really ongoing financial leverage. It's really cool. So think about these specific scenarios. Like I mentioned earlier, if you need to renovate your home to make it more accessible for an aging parent, IBC can provide the capital. If you want to reduce your work hours to provide care, but you need to supplement your income, you can tap into your policy's cash value. And most importantly, I think, IBC helps you build this long-term asset that can be used to fund your own future needs, including your own potential long-term care expenses. Now, of course, the infinite banking concept is just one tool in the toolbox. Here are some other practical tips and strategies for navigating those sandwiched years. The first, budgeting. Now, this may seem obvious, but it's more critical than ever. You've got to get crystal clear on your income and all of your expenses. You've got to prioritize needs over wants and look for areas where you might have to cut back. There are many budgeting apps and tools available to help you track your spending. A lot. I've used a bunch of them, and we've actually done some other videos on our channel where we talk about that. The second, communication. Open and honest communication is essential. You've got to have really frank conversations with your kids about financial expectations and with your parents about their wishes for care and their financial resources. This really can help prevent misunderstandings and reduce stress, especially if there's someone in some sort of memory issue, like an Alzheimer's. The third thing, support systems. Don't try and be a superhero, just build a support network. And I'm talking about your siblings, I'm talking about your other family members, your friends, community resources. You've got to build a support network that can just provide assistance with caregiving or even emotional support. And last but not least, this one's absolutely vital. It's prioritize your own physical and mental health. Caregiving can be incredibly demanding, and it's kind of just like sitting on an airplane where they say put your own oxygen mask on first before you help others. I don't think that you can effectively care for others if you're running on empty. So you've got to make time to exercise, healthy eating, stress-reducing activities, whatever that is for you. The sandwich generation years can be really, really tough, but it's important to remember that you're not actually alone. You can take control of your financial situation. So explore your options, be proactive in your planning, and remember to prioritize your own well-being along the way. So if you are intrigued by the potential of infinite banking and you want to explore how that might be a good fit in your financial plan, then I'm going to encourage you to just schedule a free consultation with me. You can click the link in the description below to book a call. So we'll talk and we'll discuss your specific circumstances. I can answer any and all questions you have about the infinite banking concept as well, because I've been practicing that concept for a really long time, almost a decade. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more financial insights, or share it with someone you know who might be struggling with those challenges of taking care of the kids and taking care of mom or dad. We'll see you next time.